Hey guys, what's going on? I hope you're having a great day. Hope you're enjoying your weekend, and I hope you're getting to spend a little bit of time doing your crypto research if that's a big passion of yours. And if the crypto is something you're doing on the side, then I hope you're enjoying your weekend yourself, maybe catching some of the World Cup games with some family or friends and doing some other things besides checking the prices that most of us crypto enthusiasts seem to have a hard time to get ourselves away from, right? Especially in this kind of bearish market right now, guys. And we know, the first half of the year is almost finished. We can see a little bit of turnaround in the market coming towards, once we get back into September and stuff and leading up to maybe another big bull run. Could be one of the biggest we ever see. So some of these prices we're looking at right now and some of these projects that we're interested in, we can see big potential, because if you look at some of the all-time highs where they've been before with maybe a market cap of around 800 billion, where are we going to go eventually, a year or 2 years from now, right? When some of these projects, if they're still around because they're good projects and we're dealing with a market cap of $1, $2, $3, $4 trillion, who knows where these prices could be. So that's kind of interesting. Right now, some people are looking at some big buying opportunities. But in this video, guys, I want to talk about, there is a lot of speculation about prices, right? People think, especially when we're in this bearish market and you don't see a lot of movement on the prices, like they're hovering or they're sinking a little bit when Bitcoin comes down. But a lot of people throwing big numbers of coins and price possibilities of these different projects. And Ripple's one of them that gets a lot of predictions and price predictions. Some are good, some are bad, some are outlandish, some are very conservative. And we'll have the positive people and the negative people that don't even like Ripple, but they seem to always poke their nose around Ripple, right, and spread some FUD and some negativity. But a lot of people are saying, a $10 price prediction coming into 2019 is not too far off, and we'll talk about that a little bit in the video. And I know some people think that's conservative, some people will say that's unbelievable, but guys, we've seen Ripple up over $3 before, so $10 into the future when these big partnerships and the ecosystem's really booming and moving along, and we're at a whole different place in the market cap and institutional money and a whole different ball game of investors involved. $10 isn't too outlandish. Now we know, like, apart from being the third biggest cryptocurrency in the world, Ripple, again, like everyone, is experiencing a little slump in price. So, the weak hands right now, that's hard for them because maybe they bought in at closer to the all-time highs and they feel like they've lost their money. But remember, guys, if you're new, you haven't lost anything until you sell. So if you're able to ride the waves here in the crypto world, just like any investment, you should be okay if you're into a good project that you believe in and you can come out on the other side. So Ripple's, for the long-term holders, these all-time highs, some of these long-term Ripple holders aren't even able to imagine what they are predicting, right, for the next future and into the years coming, all-time highs. So you got to be able to ride that roller coaster, guys, okay? And don't be worried. We're in a bearish market. When news comes out, it's not moving the market like it would around January or the end of 2017. But when we get back into a bullish market, the news will start. Partnerships, news, big announcements, that will start causing the frenzy again. That gets money flowing from crypto to different projects. More people coming into the space when they hear these news bits and they see the market really booming like that. So you just have to bear with it, right? If you've been in crypto long enough, you've experienced these patterns before, and you've been up on them and you've been down on them and you've ridden the roller coaster. So hang in there with the projects you believe in, guys. But Ripple, is it struggling right now? Not so much. The price isn't moving, but nothing's moving, right? Like I said, we're in the bearish market, but Ripple, of all the projects out there, Ripple is really making the partnerships and building the foundation we need, okay, for what they're trying to do in the financial sector and outside. We see how Ripple's possibly growing into many sectors outside the financial sector. So without a strong foundation, we have nothing. Ripple's laying the framework and the foundation, so that's really good. And when we come back into these next bullish runs in the a whole different style of crypto world with new institutional money, and Ripple's already built their strong partnerships, their foundation, it's going to be a lot easier to take off on. Okay, so don't get too caught up in the prices right now, and don't expect too much prices of some of the coins you're in, especially Ripple right now. Just be able to bear with it if you believe in it. But a lot of experts are very bullish about Ripple still, okay? And they're not too worried about the sinking price or the hovering price or the little bit of pullbacks we're getting right now, because the total worth of Ripple is around 49 billion, okay? And that's a volatile nature of this cryptocurrency. But we've seen the peaks, we've seen the depressions, we've seen the value go up, we've seen the value go down. And in 2019, guys, a lot of experts are saying that will be the year when XRP will excel and probably going to be hitting notable prices, big new all-time highs, okay? So, we do have some potential to move up in 2018 as we come into the next half, in the Q3 and Q4, but more likely probably experts and a lot of real crypto enthusiasts are thinking, guys, 2019. And that could be, when Ripple, some of the other ones really push and make maybe Ethereum, Bitcoin take a back seat, okay, to some of these new coins that are going to really emerge in the market. So 2019 is an idea you should have in your head. Be willing to hang in there till about that time, guys. Now remember, this isn't financial advice. We're not financial advisors, but what we are is just crypto enthusiasts talking, sharing news and opinions about the crypto market with other crypto enthusiasts. So always do your own research and get real financial advice before you do any investing with your money, okay? So be very safe with your crypto, guys. Now, if you're a long-term holder, you're probably sitting back right now just enjoying the partnerships, enjoying the news, seeing what Ripple and XRP are doing in the market, okay? And a little bit of, up a couple pennies, down a couple pennies isn't anything that's triggering any emotion in you right now because you have a big picture in your mind where you know this is going to be. Okay, so if you recognize the industry that your project is working in and you can see what Ripple's doing in the financial sectors with cross-border payments and beyond that, okay? And it's very exciting to see what we could be looking at in the future. And one thing about Ripple, guys, you have to say is they're working with the regulators, right? They're working with regulation. And the crypto's experiencing a lot of regulation. So basically you have to work within the system, and Ripple's doing a good job doing that. So blockchain is going to revolutionize everything, but it's going to be done with regulation, okay? So Ripple is working with the regulation and they're working within a system, and that's how we're going to have a strong project. And those are the currencies that will be around in the future, okay? A lot of these cryptos will be shaken out of the market, and maybe not like years past where some of these without any cryptos, without any purpose, any service, any product are really moving into having big market caps, big price gains. We're probably going to be getting out of that style of crypto world into a new one, right? Where we're looking at real usage, real world cases, and people in projects with the team that is working within the system to make it legit. So you can be bullish about Ripple if you're a big enthusiast coming up into 2019 because of some of the really big factors that, we should discuss. And we'll talk about them right now in this video. Okay, so we know for one, there's about $10 trillion moving around in SWIFT, okay, for these financial transfers daily. Now, if Ripple is going to be making a big game changer here, which SWIFT is not going to be able to catch them at this point or even do anything to stop this, okay? That is a lot of money going to be moving into the Ripple ecosystem, okay? And a lot of financial institutions and banks, as they start using XRP for their currency exchange and their payment settlements worldwide, right? We're talking worldwide. Ripple's going to capture a big share of that SWIFT's $10 trillion, okay? That's going to affect the value of Ripple's virtual currency, XRP, very positively. Okay, so we know XRP is not only one of the most significant payment platforms in the market, but it's going to be a leading virtual currency in a market full of virtual currencies. So new ones are popping up every day. A lot will disappear. Who has the partnerships and the backing? That Ripple does, not many. Okay, so that's one interesting thing. We're always hearing about this SWIFT, okay? So besides Bitcoin, who's the clear-cut second? Pretty, no one, it's not too clear right now, but a lot of people are consolidating on Ripple. Okay, so just under 50 cents right now. Halfway done 2018, not a bad price to pick up more if you believe in it. A lot of real big analysts think Ripple, as we come into 2019 specifically, could easily hit $10 to $15 in a price point with ease, okay? So that's something a lot of people are saying. Now, I know a lot of people will jump into these videos and say, no, Ripple won't get back over 50 cents. It could never hit 60 cents. And then you'll hear some outlandish things of prices that are not possible, okay? But if you use reasoning and not emotion, guys, let me know in the comments below if you're a Ripple enthusiast, where do you think we're seeing XRP as a currency going into 2018, 2019? Are you buying more? Are you selling? What are you doing? It's a strong community, okay? The Ripple community is very strong. A lot of long-term holders who believe in the project. So guys, that's just something, we have to have a calming feeling right now about the cryptocurrency. We can't get carried away with too much emotion, right? Because we're not into that bullish market where emotion can run wild and take these projects over the hills, right? So we have to use some reasoning, and that's how you should be doing any kind of research and investing, right? Not with your emotion and your heart and getting caught up in any hype, but just look at the true facts, the usages of these, and then the industries that these cryptos are involved in. Are they going to be game changers? Okay, guys, a little bit of news. It's a kind of a mild day in the Ripple world today about news and partnerships and things that are happening right now. But good things are ahead, guys. If you're a Ripple enthusiast, I think good days are ahead for us. We have a very strong foundation, good team working behind the scenes, and let's see where we get going at the end in Q3 and Q4 in 2018 and into 2019, because we shouldn't be such, we shouldn't be so short-sighted. Okay, we should be looking ahead 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years into the future with these investments. We don't always have to be getting these $1 million projects that give you these big profits, millions of dollars in 2 weeks. Okay, so that's the wrong mindset. And that's a lot of the mindset that did come in at the beginning of the year into the crypto world for the fast money, and they're the same people that are pretty negative in the crypto world right now in some of these projects, because they feel like they've taken a little bit of a hit. But if they can wait some of these projects out, if they're in a good one, like I said, you haven't lost anything yet. Now, the only piece of advice I always want to give to everybody, guys, a little bit of our public service announcement to new people into crypto and old people in crypto, if you've been around a while, the best investment you can make for yourself is to get yourself an offline hardware wallet, because I've seen too many people lose their crypto to hacks on exchanges, hacks on computers, and you wake up one day and your crypto's gone. So for all the money we're investing, guys, the best thing we can do, the best investment we can do that can guarantee us profits that we might be making in these projects, because if we lose our crypto, we have nothing, right? There's nothing to be done once your crypto's gone. But the best investment we can make, and it's a small investment, is to get ourselves a hardware wallet where we can get our crypto offline and we're in control of our crypto. So in the future, we can cash them out for our paydays when we feel it's right, okay? So let's protect our future wealth and our futures, guys, and sleep good at night. Get yourself an offline hardware wallet. And guys, don't invest right now with any emotion. Just do your due diligence and do some research, okay? And just look at the facts of these projects and try to find the good ones. And, don't use your heart so much. It's easy to get caught up in the hype. But remember, guys, this isn't the first time we've had a little bit of a pullback, right? The crypto world works in cycles, and like most investments, and we're down right now. It's a bearish market, but look for where you see the projects that you see have real future usage, because just because we're in a little bit of a pullback right now, it doesn't mean the technology behind the coins you like has changed, right? Or maybe the usage or the possibility of the future usage of these projects. It hasn't changed. It's just the mindset of the investors, okay? And when that all gets settled down and we get on another bull run, I think there'll be good times ahead again. So make sure you invest with facts and not your heart, guys, okay? And stay strong in your projects and protect that crypto so you don't lose your future wealth. Small price to get yourself an offline hardware wallet. Guys, if you do, check it out in the links below. We put a description to take you easily to. You can go right to the manufacturer's website. That's the only way to do it. And you get one that's never been tampered or off any site or anything like that. And it's the safest way to get yourself a hardware wallet. So check out the links if you're interested in getting a hardware wallet, guys. Have a great weekend. Continue your great weekend. I hope you're having some fun wherever you are in the world. And I will see you in the next video. And maybe we'll have some more news a little later in the next couple of days about Ripple, guys. Take care. Bye-bye. And I'll see you soon.